See how easy that was? Now, head back to the field. You've got a job to do, Susan.
Okay, so I don't think that was one of the parasites. I think anytime we blow out a candle, someone commits suicide. How many candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 candles that we can blow out. 5 parasites. Is this like some kind of creepy ritual she's not letting us in on, where it's 5 guilty, 5 innocent? Is that the deal?
What the? How did I get back here?
Okay, so I can't do that. Alright. Out of curiosity, though, Pixels, if you do know, or if anyone in chat knows, with schizophrenia, I always get that confused with other things. Is that where the person has a level of paranoia where it's difficult to distinguish fantasy and reality? Is that what the definition of that one is? Because I always get it confused with other things. Oh, right. We needed the crowbar in here. Oh, right. Bam. And then use. Swank. Pretty much. Okay. Cool. Oh, this is the sacrifice of blood. It's a blood hole. Examine. The sign underneath says, emergency power switch, danger. Oh wait, hang on, that says something different now. It's dark inside. All this blood around the hole. Was someone hurt here? There's a heartbeat. Let's see, you want the definition? Let's see, can be through sight and also auditory. Okay, so there is like a hallucination aspect of it as well. Okay. Interesting. Do you want the definition? Yes, if you could. Oh, come on. What's this Saw bullshit? Really? Ah. Decent track, though. This game's fucking rad. Oh. Dude, fuck yeah! I mean, I feel bad for Susan here. Like, she does not look happy, but... Does that open the door? Oh, it does. Okay, yeah, this is a cool credit sequence. Alright. This game's fucking legit. Okay, art direction, music, the opening credits sequence on its own? Oh my god. This game is cool. Oh god, you know, I think my mom would love this game. I gotta show her this sometime. She's into this kind of shit. The cat lady. Might be a bit late now, but if you're prone to seizures, this might not be for you. Okay, I'll read the definition in a sec. I'll catch up with chat in just a sec. Okay, so we're on to chapter 2. How long in are we? About an hour? Okay. Let's see. Mwahaha, I knew you'd dig it, man. Yeah, it's good shit.
Yes,
This is right up my alley.
Fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, it's not that. It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go home.
Of course, and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay?
If this guy's one of the parasites, it would not
how
surprise me.
works.
I
I've
don't
read
like the
in
way
your
he
file
described
you
that at all.
used to be a nurse.
Yes, I know very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
Okay, do I get a spot here to kind of...
awake, Doctor.
Good evening.
Oh, okay.
It's good to see you awake at last. You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
Okay, so I got a second here. Cool. Just a little thing I noticed, just because, you know, with, I've spent a lot of time editing, and just a little detail I noticed, and Dracula had, the Dracula games had this too, where, for the characters' voices, they seem to be going for, like, a very hushed tone that kind of, like, lulls you into, like, a certain mood, which I like, and it kind of produces this effect where if you want a voice like that to come out audible, you kind of have to up the gain on the microphone. So every once in a while, their voice will peak, but it's not enough to get like a painful distortion. It's just like a little bit of a distortion in the voice that you can hear sometimes when their voice raises just a little bit because it's so high up. I really like that effect. It's very nostalgic for me because I played those Dracula games all those years ago and loved them to death. I don't know, like I think it establishes. I think it helps with the mood setting. I don't know, maybe that's just a stupid detail to pick up on, but I like it. Okay, so what's going on here? Okay, here's the definition. A long-term mental disorder of a type involving a breakdown in the relation between thought, emotion, behavior, leading to a faulty perception, inappropriate actions and feelings, withdrawal from reality, and personal relationships into fantasy and delusion, and a sense of mental fragmentation. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll have to read more into that. I grew up. My mom's got several degrees in like psychological related stuff. I know she's got a PhD. She's got a master's. She has a couple other things. I don't know what all she has, but yeah, I always, you know, I just like occasionally I'll read something that was like on her desk, or she'll like talk about stuff that she's learning. It was just always interesting to me. I kind of grew up on some of that stuff. I always found it interesting. But that was one that I always got confused with other disorders. Okay, so what's going on here? Let's see. Yes, I need to set up voice to text on the tablet. Could be handy. Let's see, just a scratch. That is something. Yeah, it's a little much. Let's see. Our house. In the middle of our house. Our house. Oh my god, Andy, did you watch that video all the way through, by the way? The Game Grumps made a video where it was our house in the middle of our house in the middle of our house, and it kept going in. But there are very subtle changes throughout the video that you might miss. And then it goes through, like, weird stuff, and the ending was hilarious. Oh my god. I won't spoil it for you, but if you can find it, like Game Grump's Our House video, if you can watch that all the way through, it seems repetitive, but believe me, it is worth it if you stick it through. It killed me. Let's see, kinda, unfortunately, it's worth watching it all the way through, trust me. It gets so weird. Alright, so I think we're in the hospital after we killed ourselves. Or attempted to kill ourselves. Obviously, we're still alive. We don't want to say I can't remember, because that's a sign of... that's a possible sign of brain damage, which would have them keep us here longer. I'm assuming the goal is to get out. Giving our full name will bring up our history, so we could get Baker acted, which pretty much means they'll detain you against your will because, you know, they're afraid you're a little off your nut. You might try to kill yourself again. So I'm gonna go with just Susan.
Susan.
Hi, Susan. I'm glad to see you're all right. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable. I can see your brain functions just fine, and there's no permanent damage of any sort.
Hey!
We've checked your internal organs, and they're fine.
Thanks, Tom.
Too. You're a
30
very
bits.
lucky lady,
Okay.
Susan. You might experience extreme
Thank you kindly.
tiredness and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass. I would advise plenty of rest now. The nurses on this ward will take it from here. Please let them know if you need anything. Take care, Susan. Yeah? Please, don't try to speak.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say? Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
Would you like me to get you some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second.
Now, her audio sounds, like, very compressed. Maybe some of the voice actors had to send their files in. Like, they had to email them. Maybe they weren't all in the same... They were all, like, in the same booth, you know? Same room.
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way. I'm sorry. I know this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately.
Thanks for the 100 bits, my man.
I hate this place.
I appreciate it.
Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan?
Sweet.
So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million. I'm not making any sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery.
Well, yeah, you're a nurse.
One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will.
You have, like, the most demanding job on planet Earth.
You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope you've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
She's very nice. Not very nice. She's very nice, but she does kind of have a... She does seem to have a little trouble navigating this socially. Let's see. Oh, I can hear the increase in the gain. Yeah, you can hear it with certain characters, right? Oh. Look, man, I already hate going to hospitals. Could you not?
Bad dream?
Yeah! No, just a dream like any other. Honestly, as someone whose dreams for a very long time have almost been exclusively nightmares. Yeah.
No.
It's been getting better lately, though.
Any other.
Oh,
Stress is going down
that's
a little.
fine, then. I nearly woke you up, you see. Saw you tossing and turning as I came in here.
You looked like you were having a horrible nightmare. I get nightmares sometimes. I get them, and I can't wake up. Or sometimes I dream that I'm falling. Those are strange dreams. Because I think I like them. I keep falling, but I never fall, if you know what I mean. Never hit the ground. Never.
You always wake up beforehand. I mean, that's pretty typical. Let's see. Honestly, I'd rather just donate cash. Well, I mean, that's an option too, man. You got the Streamlabs. Streamlabs is still an option. Still got the pop-ups on there. Though I gotta say, like, with the bits, the sound effect and the visual, they really are, like, very satisfying. But yeah, man, I mean, if it's easier to do just straight-up cash, I mean, Streamlabs is always an option. I appreciate anything, man. It means a lot that you guys are, like, farming bits and donating and whatnot, doing what you can. I really appreciate it very much. Okay, so I know her name is Liz. So I guess I know both these things, but I guess we might be able to fish out a little bit of information about who saved us.
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then...
Let's see, yeah, the bit sound is just satisfying on a sexual level. It kind of is, honestly. Let's see, shift tab. There we go. Just need to get rid of the thing on the bottom right there. All of a sudden I was in a field of barley and woke up here and saw you. Probably the less we tell them, the better. That'd probably be better to keep us from getting detained. As much as we might trust them, you know, it's part of their job. If there's any indication that, you know, we're a little screwy, to kind of have to hold on to us.
I woke up here, and I saw you. Can you now tell me who found me, and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you'd sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden, Susan?
I don't have a daughter. Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't
Always in
ask
one,
for
huh?
any help. Sorry.
How long have I been here? When will they let me go home?
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow.
She's gotta be new.
Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
She really shouldn't be giving us this information framed this way. It's a really bad idea. Let's see, you should make some custom bit alerts at some point, maybe? I was considering it, but I really like the default ones. I actually really like them. Let's see, Dr. X, really? Maybe he's a Mega Man fan, I don't know. I mean, I can't say shit, really, Captain Z at all. I loved Captain Z. Well, it kind of fit for that. Captain Z fits for that character a little more because, you know, it's like it's more of like an old school sci-fi villain, you know what I mean? So Captain Z, it kind of fits. Kind of has that retro sound to it, you know? Let's see, Pixel says, gotta do some stuff. See you guys later. Hey, see you later, Pixels. Thanks for popping in. It's good to see you. Let's see. Oh god, I get those jerks all the time. I hate them so much. It scares the hell out of me and makes my heart jump out of my chest. Oh. A hypnic jerk, hypnagogic jerk, sleep start, sleep twitch, or night start is an involuntary twitch which occurs when a person is beginning to fall asleep, often causing them to awaken suddenly for a moment. When she talked about falling, I got reminded of that. Oh, is that what that's called? Interesting. Let's see. Cheapy Jeff hugging a bit with the sound effect still playing. Oh. That could be good. That could be good. I kind of like that. Maybe we could keep the default ones. And we can have, like, very specific amounts. Like, 100 bits, for example, would be the normal 100 bits thing that we have now. But then, like, 101 bits would be, like, the custom one, for example. You know what I mean? So we could still have the satisfying as hell looking Jeffs that are on there now. And in addition, we could have, like, the chibi Jeff holding the bit. We could do something like that. It's worth considering. I'll think about it. I like it. Let's see. Can I post 2-sentence horror stories in the chat? Let's limit it to 3 because we don't want to. I just don't want to spam the chat with them. That's all. All right. So how long have I been here? Tell me more about this Dr. X.
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He
Oh, his
comes
name
on
starts
board
with it. Okay,
often,
that's less
usually
cheesy.
late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now, why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now.
So yeah,
But I
the
can't really
doctor's
say a bad
probably
word
our
about
target.
him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay? He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things.
I mean, he's a
from
trained
people,
psychologist, so.
But he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
Sure. But it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills.
Okay, so we're not hiding that. All right. Okay. Did you see this daughter of mine?
Did you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently she came in the ambulance with you. But then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone
Oh yeah, something more
mentioned she
pressing,
went
I'm
in
sure.
quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Hey.
Do I really
subscribed
have to
on
give her a
YouTube, thank you.
benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
Maybe.
Just that realization of, I got nothing worth stealing. Dr. X is one of the 5 peeps, isn't he? I mean, why would he be getting a lot of info on a specific dude? Yeah, that and his, the way she's describing him is very, it's subtly disturbing. Like, it seems like he's using his knowledge of psychology and his psychiatric training to, like, just manipulate people to get what he wants, and it seems to be, and he seems to be fairly sexually aggressive with it. Like, with her, I'm thinking he's using her, you know, more, well, I guess childish might not be the right word, but her childish naivete against her. Getting her to open up and feel more comfortable, and just, he strikes me as one of those creeps. Jeff, do you know how to cash in bits? I actually need to look into that more. I'm still learning the ins and outs of Twitch. Going through the affiliate stuff was that was enough hoops for a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'll probably look into it tonight after the show. Oh, hey, David's back. So what do you think of the game so far, boy? It's pretty good so far. I like the art style. I'm liking the characters. I'm liking the voice acting. I'm liking the game overall, honestly. Alright, so let's see. Tell me something more about yourself.
Tell me something more about yourself.
Me? I'm a nobody. I'm just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so. She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right. You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy of one.
I used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day. Of all the days, he chose that one, eh? He never told me why, but I don't care anymore.
I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
You don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up, right?
Okay,
We'll
so this must be
start with
Xavier.
a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan.
So you guys can kind of hear where it starts distorting because of the high gain. Especially with his voice. I hear it in Susan's occasionally, but mostly with his because he's speaking very low, so they have to up the gain just so you can hear it. But they want to get across that he's speaking very softly. You know what I mean? Alright, so... let's see, want to wait. Okay, so literally nothing happens if you want to wait. Okay, cool.
This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before, it's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
Let's see. Let's see. You see, that twitching is actually angels grabbing you and bringing you to heaven, but then they loosen their grips so your soul falls back into your body. You're welcome. That's what a quote-unquote witch told me once. She was a weird aunt of one of my exes. I'll probably go with more the psychological and biological explanation personally, but... oh, man. Let's see. Is it just me or is the game audio a little low? It's from scene to scene because the voices weren't all recorded in the same studio. Yes, nailed it. Because the low-budget game, really low. Oh, I was just retelling what I was told. I actually don't know why it does this, and I don't really care. Oh, no, I know you don't actually, or maybe you're responding to Liam, but I know you didn't actually believe that stuff. I was just, yeah, you know what I mean. I was just commenting on what you said. But yeah, for being a very low-budget game, they worked... They worked with what they had very, very well, I think. Like, they made it... Any little animation shortcuts they had to take, they turned it into, like, they made it very stylized. So it looks less like, oh, we didn't have the budget for this, that, or the other, and looks more like, oh, it looks like it's more intentional to look like that for, you know, style purposes, or aesthetic. Okay, so... Yeah, I had a great dad. No, he wasn't a good father to me. I was brought up without a father. So we're actually deciding our own backstory here. Also, her face looks very lizardy here. Let's see, I do believe in the supernatural, at least parts of it. Maybe not possession and all that, though. But I sure do believe in ghosts. I'm a weirdo, I know. I mean, it's not... I wouldn't call that weird. There are a lot of people that believe that stuff. It's not out of the ordinary. Let's see. I was brought up without a... Okay, so we're deciding our own backstory here, I think. Typically... Let's see, don't do the... thing. Another movie I wish never existed. Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, that movie was bad from the word go. Let's see. Oh yeah, just throwing this out there. The dude who made this game is already working on a third game revolving around the Queen of Maggots. Ooh. I didn't even know there was a second one. I might look into those, depending on how the rest of this game goes. I'm gonna say... They always go for parents initially with psych interviews, because that's, I mean, that's usually where stuff starts, obviously. Let's go the unorthodox route. Let's say we have awesome parents.
Yeah, I had a great dad. I have very fond memories of my father.
Ignore the fact that I was a fucking
always
alien.
There for me, no matter what I did. He never got angry or upset. I suppose I never really gave him any reasons to be. I was a good child. Not perfect. But then again, no one's perfect. Whatever made me try to kill myself, it definitely has nothing to do with him.
Where is he now?
He died 6 years ago. Cancer.
Ugh. Rough.
Do you miss him?
Of course I miss him. How can you even ask me that?
It's my job to ask these questions, Susan. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
Yeah, let's keep going with the good parents route. Usually when there's like a psych evaluation, either in media or oftentimes in real life, usually the issues stem from rough upbringing from the parents or lack thereof. So I'm a little more interested to see where he might find issue other than the parents.
I can't complain. My mum was great. She brought me up well. Me and her, we were like best friends, like soulmates. We did everything together. She passed away 7 years ago. When Dad first got diagnosed with cancer, it was too much for her. He kept pretending he was fine, but she just couldn't take it. Her heart gave up. She died quickly. My father kept fighting it. Another 8 months of illness and intensive chemo finally beat him, though. He thought he was unbeatable, but he wasn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
Timer comes up, you literally have to wait for 2 minutes.
I need to get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
Could imagine that. Can understand that. Let's see. Oh, just throwing this out there. The dude made okay, there's that. Let's see. Noise didn't even know there's a second one. Yep, the cat lady is actually the second in the little trilogy he has. But it's best to start with this one first. Next would be Downfall. I've heard that name a lot. I never looked at it. I didn't know it was in any way related to this. Interesting. So it's like a trilogy. You don't have to play them in order, pretty much. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I might be interested in seeing the other ones. Examine. Just looking at this pillow makes me wonder how many people have died with their heads on it. I'm sure it's been washed many times since then, but it still sends a chill down my spine. I think about that stuff too, honestly. It just always feels weird to know that other people have laid there and, like, died or any other various things they did in the bed, you know? I'm just like, I know it's clean now, but still, I feel it. Come to think about it, I was nearly died here myself. Wait, I did die for a moment, didn't I? Look under. There's nothing interesting under the pillow. Okay, let me look at the band here. Examine. A clip-on hospital wristband. It's got my name, date of birth, and hospital number on it. I'm guessing if we want to escape and not leave the normal way, we're going to be swapping that with someone. Possibly a dead person. Examine. The needles are stuck at 10:08. It's probably broken or maybe just needs new batteries. Gloves rack. Examine. It's full of latex gloves, 3 different sizes. Take gloves. Take one glove or take a lot of gloves? Well, better to have and not need it. Okay, we got a bunch of gloves. Anything interesting about them? A bunch of rubber gloves. They're quite heavy, actually. Oh, right. There we go. Right. Drug chart. Read. It's a list of drugs for patient inside room 2. I guess that's me, then. I'm on a lot of sedatives, it appears. The stuff they're giving me could knock out a horse and give it a headache for a week, too. It could also cause hallucinations and paranoia. How bizarre. Why would they want to give me all that? I'm not crazy, I know that for sure. If anyone's crazy here, it's someone who put me on all this medication for no good medical reason. Yeah, It's probably to, keep you from, acting out on your depressive feelings. That would be my guess. Either to yourself or to others. Hashtag not a doctor. Let's see, a bunch of chrysanthemums. I hate flowers. I always thought flowers were a weird gift. Take a smell. I don't like flowers. I don't really care what they smell like. I always thought flowers were a weird gift. It's like... flowers and cards, I never understood as gifts. Because with flowers, it's like, oh, you know, they're really pretty. But then they, like, just sit in your house and rot. Then you gotta throw them away. And it's just like... feels weird. Feels wrong. Feel bad anytime I do that. Because I'm, like, sentimental about that kind of stuff. And I get the same way with cards, too. When someone gives me a card for... whether it's a birthday card, Christmas card, Valentine's Day card, whatever. I don't know when it's, like, socially appropriate to throw them away. And on top of that, I don't want to throw them away at all. But I also only have so much room. So I just settled on getting a box. Read. It's a list of drugs for patients in side room 1 and some notes. According to this, her name is Ann Burton, 35 years of age. She's taking lots of sedatives and has a long history of drug abuse. It seems that on top of it all, she's taking methadone for heroin withdrawal syndrome. Ooh. Damn. This chick's gonna have a rough couple months. At the bottom of the page, there's a note saying she's actually a private patient who's staying here out of her own free will. Lucky lady, I guess it won't be so easy for me to leave the ward. Unless we possibly trade wristbands with her. That might be a puzzle. Examine. Side room 2. They must be keeping another suicidal nutcase in here. Well, not from what we just read. Ah, yes. Who's the pillow the entire time? Damn it, Pillowstein. What's going on in chat? Did you get a spoop or two so far during the stream? Me personally, no. I think there were a couple intended, not jump scares, just little starts, you know? I think it's more atmosphere with this game, rather than, like, actual scares. It's that kind of horror, you know? It's not necessarily supposed to scare you, just kind of be off-putting. And get a little too real when it comes to depression and mental illness and stuff. Let's see. Casually goes to download the soundtrack of this game. It's good, man. See, the struggle is real, isn't it? If I were to receive flowers, I'd want them to be lavenders, just a calming scent that stands out. But because they die, I'd rather not want them. They're supposed to be a symbol of love. Yeah, that's kind of the weird thing about them being a symbol of love, like a gift of flowers, because they just rot so quickly. Though I've known people to do that thing where you, like, if you get roses, you hang them upside down, then they dry up, and they kind of have like a cool, like almost blackened red tint to them, and they're crunchy, and they just kind of stay like that. Which I think that's a cool way around it, but, you know, eventually you have to throw them away. Okay, so can I take more gloves? Take a lot of
I've got
gloves.
enough gloves in my pocket. There's no need to take more.
Okay. But your clock. Examine. The needles here are stuck at 11:40. Just gonna... That seems like a detail. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay. Are all the clocks broken in this hospital? Don't know why we'd want to lay down in someone else's bed, but I'm not sleeping in someone else's bed. Yeah, appropriate response. Examine. Dirty-looking pillow. Look under. There's nothing interesting under the pillow. Okay. Sink. Cold water on. Turn the tap. Let's try hot water. It's already running. I don't know if there's going to be a thing with the water here. We don't fill up the gloves, do we? I guess. Just kind of like. Okay, so yeah, it's not a thing. All right, well, worth a shot. I don't know if we'd need that later, but not exactly sure how the puzzles are gonna be in this. At least I think there are puzzles. Okay, so we checked hers. Okay, so you look. I bet she thinks those red-rimmed glasses make her look attractive. I know her kind all too well, completely dedicated to her job, yet totally brainless and close-minded. She does kind of look like a bitch, not gonna lie. Who knows? Prove us wrong, lady. I'd like to go home now.
I'd like to go home now.
Well, so would I. But there are procedures and a system in place. I can't just let you go like that.
What?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, all right?
You know you're a nurse, right? Got... Okay, discharge letter. Read. It's a discharge letter for Ann Burton, currently a patient inside room 1. So we're going to be taking her wristband. It seems she admitted herself in the hospital and is allowed to leave whenever she wishes. Take?
Please do not touch these. They
Okay.
are all confidential documents.
Yeah? Well, maybe you shouldn't leave them out on the desk for everyone to see.
If you are looking for something to read, we have some magazines for patients here.
Thanks, but I think I'll pass.
So we got to divert her attention. Examine. This must be patient's files. They're piled up on the desk. Take.
Please do not touch these. They are all...
Oh, is that?
I'm sorry. Are you one of the housekeepers? Why did you dress up as a patient?
I just can't stand mess, that's all. And there's no need to be sarcastic.
Who's being sarcastic?
I don't like her. Hey, another YouTube subscription. Thank you. I'm gonna take a wild guess that we can't get past, what are two bald people names? Let's see. Joe Rogan and Vin Diesel here. Excuse me, where's the exit?
Excuse me, where's the exit?
It's just down the corridor, ma'am.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Can I see the discharge letter first?
A discharge letter? What for?
Okay, so this is just
Some
setting
of our
up the puzzle.
patients are under observation and aren't allowed out of the ward. For their own safety, of course.
It sounds like we're prisoners here.
It's for the patient's safety, ma'am. If you haven't been discharged by the doctors, I'm afraid I can't let you through. May I ask what your name is?
Let's see. Let's see, the watch ads bits restart after a few minutes, I find. It's been an hour, mine still has not restarted. Wait, really, ass? Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, they seem to restart for you, fairly, like, relatively quickly, Tom, but I haven't, I've had the same issue that Mark's having. I tried to farm up some bits, but, no, it wouldn't let me do the ad thing for a while. It's weird. And see, now they aren't restarting for me. I guess it'd be worth... I guess it might be worth just kind of looking up, like, how they're supposed to work. Like, is there a set time they're supposed to restart? Okay, my name is Mary Smith. Just let me go, asshole. I'll come back later.
I'll come back later.
Please do, ma'am. We'll be right here.
Okay. So the goal is to get the wristband of the lady next door. Enter stage right. This must be the patient. This must be the patient from side room 2. God, doesn't she look confused? Oh, that's right. She's on methadone. Easy to manipulate. I don't know how methadone works. Look at. Another suicidal patient. Strange. She looks like someone I know.
Hi. Are you alright? Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. Please, just leave me alone.
Oh, I mean you no harm. I'm trapped here, just like you.
Trapped? I don't know. It's just so hard to think without it. But you're a stranger. And you're not one of those lovely nurses either. They look after me so well. I trust the nurses like I trusted my mother.
I just want to talk. I need your help.
Unless it's Mother who sent you. Was it her? Please tell me it was her.
Yeah, sure. I'm a good friend of your mother.
I missed her so much. I can't remember you very well. But you should know this. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
Yeah, sure I do. Now, let me ask you.
What is it?
Oh, well...
What is my mother's name?
Have we seen a name? If there were information somewhere, it would probably either be on her sheet on the front of the door, in one of her files, or in her room. To get to the files, we have to distract the head nurse. To get to a room, I don't know if she'll feel weird about us. We're just walking in a room, but she's also drugged up, so I don't know. Ann Burton? Well, that's her name.
Ann Burton.
No, that's my name.
Yeah, it's her name.
You don't know my mother, you little liar. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Okay. Read. List of drugs. Drug abuse. Note saying she's actually a private patient who's staying here of her own free will. Okay. Okay, let's take a look around. Maybe there is something that'll be of interest now. Okay, so it doesn't change. Clock, no. Gloves, no. Sink, no. The sink is the only other interactable thing. Oh, this is interactable too. So my thinking would be maybe clog the sink, head nurse has to go check it out, look at the file, find out her name. That is my guess. Wait, hang on. Can I grab single glove as a separate item? I can. Okay, good to know, good to know. Use. I don't need that right now. Let's try if I'm closer. Turn cold water on. Use. I don't need it right now. I know the sink's gonna be used for something. I feel it in me gizzards. My gizzards do not lie. Gizzards are all-knowing. Also, did you guys notice, I don't know, maybe I fucked it up, but it seems like they keep switching which room, when they speak, they keep switching which room Ann Burton is supposed to be in. Because originally they said, oh, she's inside room 2, but it's... Or no, originally they said that I'm inside room 2, but just recently we referred to her as being inside room 2. It's a toilet door. That sounds like a gross door. Okay, so let's try. Ah, gotcha. Examine. Looks like it hasn't been emptied for a while. There are lots of discarded medication pots in there. Do people call them pots? Among other gross stuff. Search. I'll take one of these medication pots. Oh, those. I just called them cups. I look tall in that mirror. Run cold water, run hot water, turn tap off. Ring bell for assistance. Huh. Sink. Can I examine? No. Note, read. Please stop writing messages on the mirror. While we are currently experiencing difficulties maintaining high level of cleanliness due to sudden absence of our cleaning staff, meaning that the nurses have to take care of this room if there's an issue. We ask all patients to be considerate and help us keep the ward tidy. Alright. So we make a mess of the place. Head nurse has to come in. Uh-huh. Clogging the toilets. It's rather filthy. The lid is down. Open lid. Look at. It's rather filthy. So, clog the sink and call the bitch, and then go sneak for the files. That's my thinking. That's my thinking. It didn't let us do it in the rooms, but maybe it'll let us do it in here. And my current thinking is maybe we also have to do it with the toilet after using it. I don't know how much is going to show, though, and I can't Alt-Tab. Should be fine. Other people have streamed this, right? Let's see, yeah, there's a little fuck up in the narration I heard about. Okay. So, alright, it wasn't my imagination, then. Let's see, it's fucking snowing again. Thanks, climate change bomber. Okay, so use. I've dying for a wee ever since I woke up. Thank you for not actually showing anything. I appreciate that. Okay. So gloves. Shall use them. I have no idea how to use them here. Are you kidding me? You clog the stuff. Use.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
That was really good timing. Just the second I dropped the gloves in.
Always watching, Wazowski. Always watching.
It's like, oh god, she knows. Take him out. Take him out. Oh god. And thank you for the host, dude. I should have done it while she was peeing. Oh no. Okay, so sink. Run. I don't think it matters, but what's the cup used for? Use? Wait, examine. It's a disposable medication pot for pills and liquids. I'm not sure what to do with it. Okay. So maybe we drug someone. Glove. Use. I don't need anything right now. Turn tap water off. Okay. Okay, so now we flush. There we go. That seems right. Press.
Someone is coming.
Ah, it's the bitch.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
The toilet's blocked.
What? Well, that's hardly an emergency.
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out. Just give me a minute.
Okay, so she'll be busy with that.
It's the gloves. Again! I guess I'll have to get my hands dirty since the cleaner's called in sick.
Okay, so while she's doing that, I can sneak through her files. Yes! How you doing, buddy? Let's see, well, it's 2 a.m. for me now. The clocks just went forward over here. Oh, damn. Fucking daylight savings. So stupid. Okay. So, discharge letter. Take. Exactly what I need to finally go home. Awesome. Folders. Take. Don't really need any of these. I think I'd rather read a magazine. Examine. Let's be patient files. They got piled up in the desk. Really? We can't look at the... Okay. Unless we can read this. This is my ticket out of here. Unfortunately, it's on Ann Burton's name. I have to somehow trick those guards into thinking I'm Ann. We do actually look quite similar. Well, we look similar, and also... we can switch our bands. Take... I don't really need any of these. I think I'd rather read a magazine. Examine. Let's be patient files. They're piled up on the desk. Okay. Drug chart. Read. Wait, I'm on sedatives. So if I could get some of the drugs that I'm on, fill up the cup, give it to her? Is that the idea? So gloves. Take gloves. Take a lot of gloves. I'll just keep a pile of gloves on us. You never know when you'll need gloves. We still don't know her name. So she's not going to trust us enough. Talk to.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second.
So... I just gotta cycle through the names? Joan?
Joan.
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Is the right answer is probably not on there, but I don't want to run around looking for a name that's not there in case
really
this is the way you're supposed to do it.
You will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful
Though someone in the
name.
chat knows.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second.
If someone in the chat knows if there's a clue I'm supposed to look for, or if it really is just a process of elimination, just let me know which of those that is. Don't tell me like what the clue is or where to find it or anything. Just let me know which process I'm supposed to actually do.
Mary?
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please.
You
Just
died in your
leave
game,
me
Andy?
alone.
That sucks. That sucks, dude.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The
Predator's
name
just
that
doing its
haunts
job,
me.
man.
A beautiful name.
But I know it.
If you want to survive against
Let
the Predator,
me
you
just
must be as
think
strong
for a
and
second.
have as much firepower as Arnold.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
No, you're wrong. Leave
You're
me alone.
wrong.
Please, just leave me alone.
She's not Elizabeth.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name.
But I know.
Oh, I can skip dialogue. Okay. Let's try Mandy.
Mandy.
No, leave. If
Let's
you really are a friend,
try
then
But
Sarah.
Sarah.
no.
Oh, this is shorter now.
If you really are a then
But
Alice.
Alice.
no. Leave me.
Does
If you really are a friend, then
But
I don't
I
know?
don't know.
no. Of course you don't. Leave me alone.
Okay. So there must be a clue somewhere. Try the water again. Let's see, did you go to the drugged world yet? If you mean the beginning thing where we got our arm chopped off, yeah. Let's see, no, we did not. Oh, you're referring to a different thing. Okay. Turn hot water on. Don't know if it matters. So, use. Application pot. Use. Examine. Mm-hmm. Let's see, let's say you get half of the answer in similar ways. Two halves of the answer in similar ways.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you. We'll need to.
Here.
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed at.
Oh. I'll go and get it, shall I?
Okay, so yeah, they are going to check our armband as expected. It's not going to be on her drug chart. Is there something I missed? See, the way to describe my drugs, I thought it would be to get her drugged up. Unless I get more drugs from... Okay, well, I did get what I needed,
It
so...
wasn't you who did it, was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone just stuck a bunch of... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's sorted now. I just hope it's the last time I've put my hands in that stinking toilet.
Okay, so maybe we can get our drugs from her. Start in the bathroom? Alright. Don't know what else would be left in here. Search. I've already got one. Note. Okay, that's telling us not to fuck with it. Mirror. Examine. Can't look at myself. The mirror is cracked. Large shards of glass is lying on the side. Oh, take shard of glass. If they find it on me, they'll think I'm a complete psycho. But it might be useful too. I'll risk it. What would we use a shard of glass for? Glass shard. Examine. It's a very sharp piece of glass that's broken from the mirror. Use? Can't think of any use for it here. Alright. Stay there and be patient? Okay. You missed an important clue in the chat. What type of water are you usually supposed to wash your hands with? Well, I mean, I turn on the warm water. Am I supposed to... Oh, message. Okay, I see. So, is it gonna be Eileen? Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so it does just kind of pop up there. Alright, that's kind of an interesting way of doing it. Alright, so... I imagine it would also be in here. There's no mirror, though. But... What? No. No. That's dumb. No mirror. 50% of the way there. Where else? So it was in similar ways. How else do we how do we find the rest of the name? Like, I mean, naturally, I would assume the rest of that would be Lean, so Eileen. Examine. Look at myself. Toilets. Look at. It's rather filthy. Close lid. Does the name come back up? Hey, 75 bits. Let's see. Heck it, it's not letting me farm anymore, so here's the rest that I have. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. They're onto your farming ways. Close? Sorry, why wasn't an option? So yeah, they're onto me. Apparently. Look at nurse who's had a patient. She looks like someone I know. Wait, maybe on the clock. That's a possibility, or in the window, maybe? Oh, well, the hot water's been running, so it would have shown up by now. Wait, no, that's my room. Why am I stupid? Now I'm mixing up the rooms. Alright. No, not the gloves. Sink. Hot water. Are you able to speak with her once more? Possibly? Let's see, don't listen to the PSAs, Jeff. Do it. So talk
You
to
really are a friend. The name that haunts...
But I know it.
I mean...
I don't know.
Yeah, it's all the same stuff.
No, leave me alone.
Oh, man. I'm begrudgingly taking a break from my hunt. Oh, man, so... Clock examine. I thought maybe the steam would come off the sink. And we get the rest of it on there. But evidently not. I mean, it's the only thing I haven't tried. Don't really want to sleep here. I'm tired anyway. Okay. This is probably one of the hardest puzzles in my opinion. Yeah, I can see why. It's just a matter of finding the thing. Examine. It's the toilet door. Don't know why you phrase it like that, but okay. Oh, maybe that's it. I gotta say, I'm pretty stumped. Call the nurse again? Okay. For the shot.
Someone is coming.
Jealous much?
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
Feeling a bit woozy?
I'm feeling a bit woozy.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really not feeling well.
Fine, I'll call the doctor for you. But I can't help it if he's busy and can't get here straight away. In the meantime, I know how to make you feel better. I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Okay.
Anne Burton, born in 1975.
Let me just check your name band quickly. Miss Ashworth, I think you got a little confused there. Drink this liquid now. It'll make you all better.
Okay, so we'll do this.
That's a good girl. Now, drink it down. You'll feel much better. Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
Why do I doubt that? Wait, S-H-A? Alicia? Either that or Shahil. You can't tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. I think this is ours. Oh my god, the end of the bed? The end of the bedpost right there, down here? Right behind me? It looks like a goofy face. Also, this place doesn't sound that great. I'm just gonna go ahead and lay down here. Okay. Oh, Sheila. I guess that makes sense.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
I still prefer Shahil. You will all bow before Shahil. Alright, so talk to.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
Slim Shady.
But I know it. Sheila.
Yes. It was my mother who sent you after all.
Sure.
I'm sorry I didn't believe you. But my head's all messed up.
So, let's have a little chat, sweetheart. Something's wrong with this place.
I think it's really nice here. We must stay here. Do what they say. Take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave, they give me the red stuff. I wait for it. I'm being good.
What is this red stuff?
It's a drug. My favorite one. Red stuff takes the pain away.
Mm-hmm.
I must stay here. Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering.
Oh, thanks for
But
the
it
help,
is
guys,
not
with the
the
puzzle.
same
Like,
as the drugs
honestly,
I see
that
in my
puzzle's a pain in the
dreams.
fucking
On the
ass.
other side of the mirror, there's a spider's heart full of drugs. I just can't seem to find it anymore.
I see.
Excuse me, what? A spider's heart full of drugs? Did I heard that wrong, right? But yeah, thanks for the help, guys. That puzzle's a pain in the ass, man. Think you can figure out the rest from here in this puzzle? Yeah, I'm hoping so. How about we swap our name bands?
How about we swap our name bands?
Oh yeah, I don't mind. But that would be like a favor to you, yeah?
Ah, shoot.
Well, technically, you wouldn't lose anything, because I'd give you my name band instead. Does that make any sense?
I'll let you know, Tom.
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah. I do want something better in return, though. I'm not that stupid. I know you'll use it to get out of here.
Oh, I never said you're stupid. I just really want to go home. Please understand.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'll give it to you if you get me the red stuff. What do you say?
I thought nurses give it to you anyway.
No, not that. I'm talking about the real thing. Something you can only get in the world of dreams. Now that is something special.
Is it safe?
It's perfectly safe.
Is it secret? Is it safe?
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Alright, so we gotta get drugged up again, get some red shit and set up a spider, and come back.
What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure happiness. They bring it, I drink it down, and my pain goes away.
That clip, though.
Without it, I just feel so angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes. I'm dying, I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
Him!
Right. Okay.
He thinks
No,
she's
probably not.
hit the heroin a little hard.
I need the red medicine. I need it now. I must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff.
We're getting her
Do
methadone.
you know where they keep it?
Oh, they have it hidden well. You can't get there. Or maybe you can. I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's where the nurses are. But in my dream, there are no nurses there.
Okay.
I see it, but I can't get it. It's so near, and yet so I can...
Okay, so I think we need to start tripping balls again. And
I'll talk.
Yes, there were always...
Poor woman.
okay, so we need to trip balls again. And then with that, we'll be able to get over, I'm guessing around here, and get the methadone. I feel much better now. Can you please discharge me? Is Liz here?
Is Liz here?
And who's Liz?
That young nurse who was here last night. Black hair, very chatty. She said her name was Liz.
I'm sorry. A lot of people come through here. I can't remember everyone's name. Can you return to your bed now, please? It's nearly time for your medication. I can't be chasing around after every single patient.
Beg your pardon?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, all right?
So, I was kind of thinking this earlier, but I didn't think there was enough evidence to kind of support the idea. So Liz, I'm thinking might straight up be the Queen of Maggots, or just a kind of a vessel for her, or a tool. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, she did drop a bunch of hints that might lead me that way. So I'm gonna bounce before it gets really late for me. Hope the rest of the stream goes well and stuff. Hey, thanks, man. You have a good one.
Someone is coming.
Sleep well and all that.
Have
So
you
you
rang
know
the
they will
bell?
bow down
Is
to
there an
Ichabod the
emergency?
kobold. I'm feeling a bit woozy.
I'm feeling a bit woozy.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really not feeling well.
Fine, I'll call the doctor for you. But I can't help it if he's busy and can't get here
I
straight
called
away.
the witch doctor.
In the
He gave me
meantime,
lots of
I
drugs.
know how
Bum
to
bum
make you
bum
feel
bum.
better. I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Susan Ashworth, 24th of May, 1970.
I'm just going to check your name band now to confirm that. That's fine. That's fine. I'd like you to drink this liquid, please. It will help you relax. It will help you relax.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you.
That's
Good
a
note.
girl.
Noot, noot.
Now, drink it down. You'll feel much better.
Just excuse me a second, nurse. I'm gonna go visit
Go
Fran
back to your
Bow
room
World
and
if you
rest.
don't mind.
You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.